Ahoy! That sounded much cooler in my head than it just did out loud. What's up, guys? It's Tian. I'm back for part 2 of everything you need to know about practical completion. There's obviously so much to cover when it comes to practical completion of your house build, and that's why I've split it into 2 videos. This is the nitty-gritty. I promised you a checklist or cheat sheet in my last video in part 1. If you haven't watched that video, please watch it now, because there's a lot of good background information in that before you get into this one. And if you've already watched it, well, keep watching. This is the infamous cheat sheet. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. Essentially, you've just got lots of different tables. There's nothing too complex, but where I guess it gets a little bit hardcore is basically when you need to print out 1 sheet per room, the most relevant sheet. So the way that I've split it up is you're looking at just your basic room, you're looking at maybe a wet room. Kitchen has been done separately because it's got a lot of its own things that need to be looked at. And then we've also got the exterior of the home. This is not the be all and end all, please know that. And it's just there to help you, and it's there as a guideline as to what you need to be looking out for so you don't get screwed over. I'm going to actually make this available in a link down in the bio. It's on my website, so if you want your own copy completely free, then just go to my website and you can actually download it from there. So when you're looking at the windows, make sure that all the seals, so this black stuff is in properly, that even along here, you can tell it's super dusty, but that's okay. They're gonna go through and give it another clean, but I guess stuff like this, where you've got a little bit of a paint drip, that just gets fixed up, and you wanna be looking all the way around to make sure that it's been all painted properly at the top as well, and then it opens and shuts the way it should. All right, that's not opening now, but that's locked. So now when we're looking at the doors, you're looking at the hardware, you're making sure that it closes and locks. Test it, get someone on the outside to try and get in. You also want to be looking at the edges. Are they smooth? Are they free from any defects? Are the tops of the doors actually painted as well? And just make sure the overall finish is actually really smooth as well. Looking at the hinges, have they been painted properly? These are quite tall doors, so we've got 3 hinges. Don't be alarmed, because I think most standard height doors only have 2 hinges. So I'm in one of the guest bedrooms now. When you're looking at the walls, you just want to make sure that there's a really nice coverage with the paint. Again, definitely be looking more closely around where you've got windows and in the corners of the room as well. And always be checking the corners to make sure there's a nice smooth finish. You might see touch-ups are needed is like around electrical outlets and switches. Sometimes it's quite light on and it just needs another coat. When it comes to the sink, what you want to do is you actually want to run the water, fill it up, make sure it fills the way that it should. Make sure that water actually doesn't escape when the plug is in. That looks fine, and make sure that it also drains the way it should as well. Checking all of the soft close cupboards too. While we're at it, checking that all those power points are in the right spots. There we go. Where we can still see some stickers is, I don't know if you can see that, but basically there was a bit of a hole. You can probably see it now.
There was a hole in the stone, so that's been marked up. They've tried to fill that with putty, and we're going to see if we can have anything else done to try and fix that.
So that's it, guys. I hope this helps you just a little bit and gives you, I guess, the confidence that you need to walk into practical completion and know what you're doing, even if it's just a little bit. As usual, please like, subscribe, and comment, because then you're telling the YouTube algorithm that you actually like my stuff. This will put me at the top of the pile, and I'll be able to spend more time making stuff like this for you. It takes a lot of time to put these videos together, and I really appreciate the support.